We are going to do a Google Earth scavenger hunt, and I want to spend a couple minutes just kind of getting you acquainted with Google Earth and some of the features you'll need to do the scavenger hunt. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to Schoology, open up the scavenger hunt document. It's a Google Doc, and then you're going to also need to open up Google Earth. So first you'll go Google Earth scavenger hunt, and you'll notice here it says click File, make a copy, and rename. This is because it's only a view only copy because I own it. So you go File, make a copy, and then hit OK. And so it'll open up a new one that you can edit. Next, you're going to go and open up Google Earth. It takes a couple seconds to load. And once it's loaded, you'll see that we've got an Earth here, a globe here. And the first thing we're going to want to do is go to the front of Hudson Bend Middle School using Street View. And then you're going to take a screenshot and paste it on the document. So I want to talk a little bit about the different views that we have. So first, we're going to use the search function and type in Hudson Bend. There it is. And then go ahead and click it. And it'll go straight to Hudson Bend Middle School. And some of the things you can look at have 2D. Or I mean, all of it has 2D. Some of them have 3D as well. This one is this is 2D, this is 3D. It's not as good of 3D as you can find in some other places, but to do Street View so we can get the front of the school, we're going to click on this little guy, which is Street View. And you'll see that there's blue. Wherever there's blue, that means you can go on Street View. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here. And it's going to go down and let me see from the street. And I'm able to view it. See if I can go a little closer. I've got the front of Hudson Bend Middle School, and what I want to do is use snipping tool. And you'll hit new, click and, hit new, and click and drag to get it. And I can right click on it, go inside copy of tech apps, and then to make sure we don't add another number, you're just going to hit enter twice and then paste. There's the first one. The second one is going to tell you to go to a certain coordinates, and I don't want to give away what this one is, but if you wanted to do that, you would just copy the coordinates, copy it, and then put it in the search box. You would just paste it in, but we're not gonna do that right now. But instead I'm gonna show you a different view that we can do 3D. So let's say like Empire State Building, New York. I'm gonna hit enter, and I'm gonna show you what the 3D can really look like, and it's really fun. So we've got the 3D view of Empire State Building, and you can click and drag it to move the screen. But if you want to really get a good view of the side of the building, you can hold down the Shift key and then drag with your mouse. You can get a really cool view, and it's nice. So again, you can go 2D, which makes it 2D like the old Google Maps. 3D lets you see 3D, and then you've got this little guy, which is Street View. So if I want to see the street in front of the Empire State Building, I just click on blue, and it'll take me down into the street. It's pretty cool. And if you want to go further on the Street View, you just hit one of these arrows to go one way or another. Another thing I do want to talk about would be when it asks you to go inside the White House. So whenever you do your screenshot of the front of the White House, you're using Street View to get to it. If you go also look at the White House from Street View, or you're looking at it in 2D and you'll see the blue. I'll show you really fast. White House, Pennsylvania Avenue. So if I go to the White House and I want to see it, so there it is. I'm going to make it 2D so I can see it. and I'm going to do Street View. Click on that little guy. If I want to see the front of the White House, I can click right here, so it'll show me right in front of it. If I want to go inside of it, you see there's blue inside. You would just click on it to go into the rooms. I'm not going to give it away right now, but I want you guys to do it. Another thing I want you to do, you're going to be using a couple other icons, one of which is I'm feeling lucky, and that's going to take you to just a random place. And then Voyager tab, you're going to be asked to go into Voyager tab and go through a few of the different options they have there. And you're just going to answer the questions. There's also another time whenever they ask you for the latitude and longitude coordinates. If you need that, let's click out. You'll see this right here. You're just going to go to the snipping tool and click and drag to get those coordinates, and then copy and paste it into your document. And then when you're finished, you can turn it in. This should take about 2 days.